pied or something for a few $100s. All kind of depends on your budget, and you just want to make sure that whoever you get it from, it is eating well. You know what it's eating, whether it's eating live or frozen thawed, and preferably if it's a baby, you want it to have eaten at least 4 or 5 times before you get it, so that when you get it, it's already knows how to eat and is doing so consistently. Lemon Blast. Doesn't like mice. Yeah, that's why I like it when they're eating frozen thawed, because then you don't have to have live mice. So if you want to know pricing stuff, go message me over on Instagram or Facebook or Morph Market. You can look me up under Nevermore Python Emporium and all that stuff. Can't do that on here. Yep, if you go to Morph Market, check reviews. Just remember, like for me personally, I only have one review because I haven't used Morph Market a whole lot. I actually sold a bunch before they get to Morph Market via social media. But yeah, definitely make sure you know the person you're getting it from, or you've read a bunch of reviews or something. For math, yeah, I just keep up with them. I only watch them occasionally, but I know they played Missouri. I think it was this time, one of those teams that's supposed to not be a battle, but they always are. So right here is the difference between one gene, yellow belly, no yellow belly. This one, I think this one is, what I say, this one's a boy and this one's a girl. Y'all two don't bite each other now. I have seen babies bite each other when they like touch heads. I do not breed my own rats. We actually have been able to get live mice all season long, so I haven't had to breed my own yet. Eventually I probably will, just because it'll be easier. But if I got somebody local to me that I can get them from consistently, I would rather do that. These are black pewters. One is black pewter yellow belly, black pewter is black pastel and pastel, and then yellow belly's in one, and one does not have yellow belly. Yeah, ball pythons don't get huge, so that's one of the reasons I like them. This thing's like, I just ate, I just want you to leave me alone so I can digest my food. I've had a hard time feeding live. So this one here, I believe, is a 100% het pied. Just a normal, possible yellow belly. Hello, Stacy. Hope the little ones are doing good. Yeah, it's hard to find them sometimes. I mean, right now there's more ball pythons than there are easy to get rats. So, oh, that one is not here. That one actually went to Stacy. Look at just a few more here real fast. Awesome. If feed live, do you just drop them in with a snake? Yes. So sometimes I'll take out the water dish so the mouse doesn't get in there and get all nasty. But yep, I just drop them in, and usually after, depending on if it's a brand new snake, if they've already figured out eating, usually in 3 seconds you hear eek, and then that's it. If it's a new snake that's figuring out eating, sometimes a few minutes, and then you'll hear a little squeak, and that's it. Oh, ASFs, yeah. So I have a ball python who just started eating those, and I'm like, man, don't get addicted to those, because I can't get them in Georgia. Yep, well, you hear the little eek, and that's it. Mouse is done. Yep. You have moved your entire paper napkins. How did you do that? There's a pretty black pastel albino. All right, for those of you just joining us, don't forget to go follow the channel. Really, can you have someone ship them to you? Yes, I ship all over the United States. Now, as far as mice, I don't know if you ship live mice or not. I don't know. I get frozen thawed mice in the mail. We actually have somebody near us about 2 hours away who do a round trip every weekend, and like a 12-hour round trip, and they go drop off live mice and stuff for everybody. They take your order and meet in certain locations. Exactly, yeah. I'm actually not in Georgia. I am in on the border on South Carolina near Augusta. So I'm about I can get in. I can be in Georgia in 10 minutes. So I'm near Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, I didn't think you could ship live rodents. When we move in a few months, we actually have someone near where we are that raise some mice, but and the people who deliver here also deliver there, so that's good. Mice and snakes. That's rough. So just a little bit of theology for more than Kanye loves Kanye. Ironically, in the Bible, when it says Satan took the form of a serpent, and people give all the snakes a bad name, it also says later on in Isaiah that in heaven, get this, in the new heavens and the new earth, there's going to be snakes, and kids are going to play with them and not get bit. So just like that whole lion and the lamb laying down beside each other, there's also going to be snakes that the kids can play with and not get bit by venomous snakes. So just an interesting little theological thing there. Yeah, so Stacy and them now win the record for the longest round trip to come and get one of my snakes. Actually, 2 snakes. And normally we would have actually shipped to them. However, because of the hurricane, FedEx was delayed. So I have another snake that has just been purchased that is going out, one of these black pastel albinos. And I'm hoping I can ship it this coming week. It all depends on FedEx because we want the animals to be safe. Yep, no spiders, you're good. I do have a tarantula. Yeah, she's like, I just ate. What are you doing? Are you going to feed me again or what? Yes, this one ate today also. Frozen thawed rat about an hour ago. Any female albinos? I do. I think I have. So I have one female albino that has just been purchased, and I have one still left. And let me see which one you are. Nope, that's one eye. I do have some with one eye as well. I think most of those are going to be spoken for already. But I have 2 with... Oh, there we go. There's one of them. That's a female albino. And it has eaten now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. But this one is only eating live. So even though it's acting like it's ready to eat, if I put a frozen thawed mouse in there, it will ignore it. It might bite me though right now. She's like, I smell food, but I don't want those frozen thawed piece of junk. I want alive. They eat about every 7 days. I would move her paper towel out the way, but she might bite me right now. She looks pretty scared. There we go. Yes, I'm on Morph Market if you do the store search for Nevermore Python Emporium. I don't have all these listed yet because, like I said, a lot of people are already wanting them just through messages. So how do you thaw yours? I fill up a Ziploc bag with hot sink water, as hot as the water in the sink will go, and sit them in there for about half an hour, and then depending on how many are in the bag. If the water's cool, I'll dump that water out and put some more fresh hot water in, and then take them straight out of there and dangle them, and the snakes usually eat fine. So about half an hour of hot water soaking in a Ziploc bag. That's what these are. We got one left. We're gonna have to put that one in some more hot water because he's kind of lukewarm right now, room temperature maybe. Where's the one with the cute nose? If you're talking about the cleft lip one. She says, I'm figuring it out. Or he says, I'm figuring it out slowly. The whole eating thing. Cute nose. Stevie Wonder. As soon as this one was born, my wife said, we are absolutely not going to give that one away. We are going to keep it and baby it. Don't worry about the poop. I'll be cleaning stuff out as soon as I get off the camera and have both hands available. Then we have Sonic over here, who may actually be back available if it is not purchased by tomorrow. We have somebody who really wants it, but have not actually gotten the transaction, so we'll see. Sonic was one of our very first hatchlings in May, born on Mother's Day, hatched on Mother's Day, and had to assist feed him for weeks and weeks, and then he has finally recently figured out how to eat and is now doing great. He's been very popular because he is a high white pied, beautiful, beautiful pattern pied. Get your snake out, but you're supposed to be asleep. I should probably be asleep also, but oh well. Yeah, Sonic is kind of, to me, like the perfect pattern of a pied. I mean, he's got a lot of white, but also several patches of pattern. One that has a pumpkin face. Yeah, so pieds can have emojis. This one doesn't have like a real emoji. It almost had some, but not quite. So that's Sonic, and then we have a pumpkin pied, which is a yellow belly pied. I think here, this one did not want a frozen thaw today. So this is what they used to call a pumpkin pied, which is a yellow belly pied. I think nowadays, like Orange Dreams should probably be more of the pumpkin pieds because they're more orange than this. But yeah, we used to have one with a smiley face. I actually used him in my magic shows for many, many years. He had a perfect smiley face. This one has only had one meal, so it's going to be probably about a month before he's available. But if you want to know pricing and stuff, just send me a message over on Instagram or Facebook or Morph Market. Let's see, I don't think this one almost has an emoji. Almost has a couple of emojis. That one's probably more emoji-ish. Beautiful, beautiful snake. You can never go wrong when you add yellow belly into stuff. Yeah, for whatever reason, they shut you down. I guess they don't allow pricing stuff on here. But, hey, thanks for the dancing cactus. But yeah, just go send me a message over on the Instagram at Nevermore Python Emporium, or YouTube, or Morph Market. Yeah, this one's really sweet. He's being a ball python now, just sitting there balled up. Somewhere around here, where are you at? I got a, no, not you. Got a pastel somewhere in here. Not you. That's empty. I don't think it's you either. Oh yeah, that was the one where the mouse kind of ripped open. Oh, there he is. So that's a pastel yellow belly. He's a pretty snake. He is only eating live. He's only had 2 meals so far. Yeah, pastel and yellow belly together, you can add this into a lot of different combinations and it'll make it look great. See the flaming on the sides there? Definitely tell the yellow belly. And he is also 66% het for pied. Nope, this one is not sold. He's not listed on Morph Market, so like I said, for any of these newer babies that have only had a couple meals, you have to send me a message over on one of the social media sites. But he will be available in 3 more meals. But you can go ahead and reserve him as well if you're really interested in him, because he's already eating, so he's eating live right now. We have not switched him to frozen thaw successfully, but we will continue to try for the next 3 feedings. And this is our only runt who has not eaten from his clutch. And if he doesn't eat this coming weekend, we will be assist feeding this guy. He is a spider 100% het pied. And he will bite a mouse, but he will not try to squeeze it or wrap it up. He just bites it because he's scared. So I say he. Now, I don't know if that's actually a he. I don't have it written down because I probably haven't confirmed on him. Let's see. See if I can test if he's a male or female real quick. Oh, don't get all S-shaped on me. Voila. I'm going to flip this around, see if I can do this on camera. For those of you wanting to know males and females. All right, let's see what we got. Might take me a second here. I'm trying to also watch the camera. So there's that. So you hold this part here, that's where he goes to the bathroom right there. And then you kind of roll the back of the tail up, kind of push it in. And so far, it definitely seems to be a female. I tell people when you see a male, these 2 little antennae pop out, and you can definitely tell it's a male. A female could be a male that's just kind of hiding everything in there. But it really looks female to me. I mean, I'm 99% sure that is a female. Yeah, I don't see anything else popping out. So I'm officially going with girl for him. That's a girl. I say a girl for him. That's a female. I just say he anyway. Let me write that down. So yellow belly pastel, female. And let's see, I'll show you what a boy looks like too. Sonic, I'm gonna mess with you again since you didn't eat yet. So Sonic is a boy, and I'll show you how we know. Once again, bear with me because I'm trying to get this on the camera. So there's where they go to the bathroom right here. Nope, stop, you're crawling too much. This is a lot harder to do when you're actually trying to show other people. Problem is, right when I get to pose him for the camera, he's shifting all over the place. Don't know if y'all can see that. It's not showing up real great. Anyway, Sonic's like, do not expose me. All right, let's try this real quick. Yeah, he's just moving so much. But anyway, don't know if you can see that, but it's not showing his antenna very well. Let me try one more time without the camera, and then I can move him under the camera if he does. Nope, couldn't figure it out. So, oh well, he's not cooperating. All right, we'll do one more. See if y'all can see the antenna. See a little red part coming out? If I do that enough, then both sides will have these two little antennae that pop out. But anyway, I don't want to mess with them too much. I'm kind of being probably too gentle with them to do it good, but they just ate, so. Anyway, those two red antennae, they pop out more the more you do that, so that's a boy. Somebody just pooped. Well, maybe it was already there. This here's a GHI ball python. This is an adopted one. This is Snake Eyes, the blind one. Completely blind. And he has a kink in his tail. You'll notice his tail has a little bend in it. But yes, he is a GHI. The other adopted snake is a firefly trick. She's never eaten on her own. She has had to be assist fed every single time for 6 months. She's gotten really good at being assist fed though. You put it in her mouth, she just starts swallowing, but she will not strike at anything. She has a little kink in her tail too, like right on the very tip. Pretty snake. Now, since I did not get Sonic to eat, I'm not in any big hurry because he's been eating pretty good recently. We'll let Snake Eyes see if he'll just eat this lukewarm little mouse and show everybody what it looks like. So, this mouse might be too cold. He's been sitting. Here we go. Boom. Snake Eyes, the cleanup crew, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, kink's after the vent on both of these. So the breeder who had them, Snake Eyes was doing okay. The other snake had not eaten at all. So he said, if you want to take it and try to give it some special TLC, and we did, and it's been doing good. She could breed. I'm not going to try to breed her, I don't think. I'm not going to worry about it. We'll just kind of get her as a show snake, or we may give her away to somebody as a pet only. But yes, I mean, technically you could. I don't know. I don't see why you couldn't. Now his is a little bit longer and higher up, so it might, I don't know if that'll bother him or whatever. So yep, Snake Eyes just, he is my cleanup crew. I'll try to feed Sonic again tomorrow. It's probably not, the kink is not genetic, but now there might be an issue as far as just from it developing. It's not something genetic, it's probably during incubation, the temperature, some kind of temperature issue when they were born or when they were in the egg. Yeah, so not a injury, it is I say birth defect, it's an incubation issue probably. And I actually think that the breeder I got him from had some incubation temperature spikes or something like that with a few of its clutches, so he had a few that didn't develop quite correctly. And sometimes you can get it from you can have the umbilical cord or something wrap it around the snake as it's developing. So it's actually killing the frozen thawed mouse. You'll notice ball pythons will still kill them, aka wrap them up and squeeze them, and then once it is convinced that this little dead mouse is actually dead, it will let go. There he goes. And I just saw him, you could kind of see him relax a little bit, and now he's going to start slowly unwinding and eating. He may start swallowing it just like this because he got its head in his mouth already. So it is going to eat it, but it is making sure. Like I said, corn snakes sometimes can be a little smarter than ball pythons. Corn snakes sometimes will say, hey, that thing's dead already. I'm just going to start eating it. Ball pythons will always wrap up. Oh. Let's sneak around a little bit. Yes, so when he struck it, he actually struck it right on the face of the mouse, so it's already in his mouth. So he is starting to swallow now. We had one corn snake who used to just open his mouth when you put the mouse in his thing and go up to it and just softly bite it on the mouth and then start swallowing. Didn't wrap it up. So Snake Eyes has now successfully killed, in quotation marks, the dead mouse, and now he is swallowing it. Any of y'all just joining us, go follow the channel. We do videos pretty much every day, updating all the babies. We're about to have some videos with some cool outside scenery and all spooky stuff, since it is the second day of Halloween. About to be the third day of Halloween in a few more minutes. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people hand feed baby snakes. I'm not going to, because these guys sometimes miss. Wrap my hand up. And he is swallowing this guy fast. Hey, Mooney, good to have you with us. I'm about to get off, Mooney, like in 5 minutes. Definitely 5 minutes, not an hour. 5 minutes. That's a cool view. Mooney, we are just letting Snake Eyes be the cleanup crew. This is a ball python, GHI ball python, dark color. I don't feed nothing but live. Good. I like to do frozen thawed if I can, just because I don't want live mice if I can help it, so I don't have any pet mice if a snake decides not to eat. This is not a live feed though. This is a frozen thawed. Yeah, I don't ever show live feedings. I've already been banned for a week when one of my kids walked into the room and got on the video for a few seconds one time, so that was weird. Yeah, Snake Eyes is, we actually had a lot of meat frozen thawed tonight, so pretty happy about that. And now he is kind of just sitting there. He's going to push it down his throat, and then he'll give us a cute snake yawn when he puts his jaws back together again, lines them back up. Well, so I tell people this: if you want a snake that'll watch a movie with you, get a ball python. If you want a snake that's going to be curious and go all in your shirt, sleeve, and your cushions of your couch and be super active, get a corn snake. Corn snakes are the best eaters out of the two. Ball pythons, but if you get a ball python from me or somebody who breeds them, they're usually going to make sure that they've already eaten like 5 meals, so shouldn't have a problem with it. I like ball pythons better though, because I like them that they sit still more than corn snakes. Baby corn snakes too are all over the place. But like I said, I've had both. I still have a corn snake as well, so. Was that your yawn, dude? You gotta do a big one. Everybody's watching you. So yeah, basically, just depends on what you want. So that little mouse now is right around there. See the big part of his belly gets a little wider. No, he's not actually ready to shed. He will get really dull looking. Now he's dark looking. He'll almost get lighter looking when he's going to shed, because it kind of gets that dull hypo look to it. Yep, his eyes. He is blind. He is our adopted blind snake. But he's also one of our best eaters. And if y'all notice, if y'all were on here when he struck at the little mouse, he hit it right on the face and had no problem figuring out where it's at. Yeah, I think that was pretty much his only yawn. He was like, I didn't have to open my mouth too wide for that little mouse. I know. I always say I'm going to get off of here, and then I'm still on here. And the reason for that is people ask really good questions. So it's always interesting to me to see what people want to know. They're only warm to the touch if they've been sitting on their warm side of their container. Sonic, I ain't going to mess with you too much, because he's like, you have done showed my privates to the camera. But he would be warm right now, but most of the time they're cool. They're only going to be warm if they've been on their heat, and that's not going to last very long. They're very smooth. Babies are very soft. They do not escape. They cannot get out of here. You notice the top is flush, so they cannot get out. Heat leeches. There you go. If anybody has any questions on what's available, just go message me over on the other social medias, the Sonics, the Facebooks and the Instagram under Nevermore Python Emporium, and we have a few things listed on Morph Market. Yep, Sonic's one of our prettiest snakes. Didn't eat tonight, but that's okay. I'll try him again with a little bit bigger mouse, actually. That can help. That's Firefly, our black pastel pied. Appreciate the likes and all that good stuff. We're about to end the video, I think, so we'll look here at Firefly for another minute and then we'll be done. I'm going to get on to bed. Appreciate some of y'all following me over on Instagram too. It's been notifying me. All right, Mooney, Oh, no, that wasn't Mooney. Yeah, it is Mooney. See you later. Hope you have a good night. See you later, dream big. It looks lumpy. That's just his muscles and stuff, how he's kind of curled up right now. And let's see, you didn't eat tonight, so I'll hold you. She's just a pretty calm snake. This is probably one of the few snakes we're actually not going to make available. We're going to keep her. She's going to be one of our holdbacks for this season. I love black pastel with pied. Yep, very similar. This is the difference. Check out the difference. Normal pied, black pastel pied. Don't bite me, Sonic. See the difference in the darkness? So you add the darkening gene to this one, black pastel, gets rid of some of the pattern, the designs, makes it more dark brown versus that lighter golden brown color. Sonic says, "Get away from me." She says, "Hey, you're pretty." It looks like they're hugging each other. When in reality, Sonic is saying, "Go away. I'm just trying to sit back here on the warm spot." So that's the difference. Look at that right there between black pastel on the right and a regular pied on the left. Appreciate the shares. He does. He's like the shy kid right now. The other one's like, "I'm just going to look around. Don't mind me." So if you were to breed these two together when they're big enough, you would get all pieds. I think half would be black pastel and half would be normal as far as your odds. Because black pastel is a codominant gene, so you only need one copy of it to show up. Where pied itself is recessive, but because both of these are pieds, you're going to get all pieds. Yeah, you have to be careful. If there's a way for them to escape, they will figure it out, so. That right there is just the perfect example of the difference one gene can make in color and pattern. Alright, so Firefly, let's get you out of there and leave Sonic alone. Sonic says, "Thank you so much." Thank you. Alright, Sonic, we're going to close you up. That's what a lot of people say about pieds, is that they are, even if they don't like snakes, they're like, "Man, they're pretty though." You know, albinos and pieds are two of the type of ball pythons that people who aren't really into snakes will still stop and stare at. Let's see, do you sell ones as well? Now, what do you mean by ones? Eight-foot diamondback. Yes, so that's the thing people don't realize with rattlesnakes and stuff. They get thick, very thick. Oh, do I sell older snakes? Yeah, we have two older snakes like that are ready to breed. They're two boys. So we have two boys that are proven breeders. And one is a yellow belly pastel, yellow belly pastel het pied, the dad of our pewter pieds. So the dad of this snake is available on Morph Market. And then we have one other one. I think, oh, we have black pastel het pied male. Granddaddy of all the rattlesnakes. Didn't rattle on the rattle, the biggest man. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, rattlesnakes, if they live long enough, they get huge. People just don't think about how big they get. So yes, we have the dad of this, all the black pastel het pieds available. They've got some cool patterns, I'll say that. Look at this guy right here. See his tail area and all, like right in this area, those little patterns. And they get really dark. Yeah, they do that here too in Georgia and South Carolina area. They get big. Morph Market does have an app. You can go on their website, you can go on their mobile stuff. They got an app you can download as well. So yes, you can, and if you go on Morph Market, you can, there's a store button, you can look up Nevermore Python Emporium and see that. Like I said, we have a few things available on there, but then if you want one of the baby ones, you just have to message me until they eat 5 meals, then I'll put some more on there. See, all these people just joining us makes it hard to go to bed. I want this boy to hurry up and start eating too, because he's going to be one of our breeders this coming season. Hopefully. He's, I think, about 300 grams. He needs to be about 500 grams before he is able to safely breed. You are welcome, Robert. Oh, you are most welcome, Opie Bachelor. Oh, my pleasure. Y'all go check out some of the last few videos too. We've got, I said we post regular videos about every day as well. We got a really pretty one going tomorrow with the sunset over the water and a snake involved, of course. And for those of you who are just joining us, we're about to head off of here, so make sure you go follow the channel if you haven't done so. All right, this is really the last snake. We'll do the mom, or not mom, we'll do our bigger one. See, she had her a little bit larger rat. This is a over 900 gram female mahogany pied. Got the little black freckles. Appreciate the follows and the likes. Y'all are awesome. She has never tried to bite. I'll pick her up just a second because she's eaten a few rats recently, so I don't want to mess with her too much. But yep, you can see she's just kind of curious, see what's going on. Light the snake in the fire. I think you meant to say this snake is fire. Got a bigger little kind of a black pixel little pattern there. Some snakes not get along with each other. You don't keep, ball pythons do not want to be kept together. We only keep them together the first week until they shed their skin. And you definitely don't want to mix them with other types of snakes. They're not going to hurt each other if they're together. They just don't like it. They're solitary. Yeah, the color just kind of goes down and stops. It has a little black outline around it. Got a little gold right there on the edging there. No, this is not normal. This is a pied, a mahogany pied. So, a couple different genes there. Put your hand by its mouth. That's what they do, see? They don't want to bite. They want to say, quit bothering me. Now, if I'm actually holding her, I can get my hand up under her chin like that. But, mate only with their own kind. Yeah, so ball pythons are just going to be mating with ball pythons. There's a few different types of snakes you can kind of crossbreed, but not most of them. And I don't know if the babies can reproduce or not. She saw my hand. She's like, please don't touch my head. I tell people all the time, if you're holding a snake, you don't want to mess with its head unless it's really calm. And then, like I said, you can kind of put your hand under it, but they don't really like you to mess with their head. They'd rather just crawl around on you. I like ball pythons because they're very calm and they don't get that big. They stay, 3.5 to 4 feet long tops. And I got them originally because I'm a magician, and I got one as a pet and then started using them in my magic shows, and they don't get too big to use in their props, so they can fit in them and do that. We definitely have some designer snakes. Do you eat? I don't eat. I do eat. I love to eat, but I do not eat snakes. It eats once a week, unless I need it to play cleanup crew. Sometimes this one will play cleanup. It's going to poop any day now as well, so we shall see when that day is. All right, there you go. Y'all just joining us. We're about to get off of here, but go like the channel, follow the page, look us up on social media. If you have any questions about stuff that's available, send me messages over on the other social media stuff, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, they can hide for a long time, and if they get out, you just kind of, sometimes better just not even look for them, just let them show back up. These are not poisonous, they are constrictors. All right, folks, about to head off here, head to bed. We'll have more videos in tomorrow, and hope y'all are have a great night, and we will share some stuff. I appreciate it, all the likes and all that good stuff. Good night to you, Opie, and we'll see y'all real soon. Have a blessed evening. That is Edgar Allan Poe, hence the Nevermore Python Emporium name. I do educational programs based around Edgar Allan Poe's stuff. So, yep, that's it. It was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Y'all have a good evening. I will see you soon. Goodbye.
Drink. Yes. Adira is so whiny. I'm gonna read these comments in a minute. Drink. She's being sassy because she wants food right now. You don't get food without working, I'm sorry. Come here. Couche. Drink. Yes. There's drink. That was so good. Oh, I love you too. I love you too. Couche. Drink. We can be done with this activity if you're fed up, but you're not gonna bark in my face. Come here. Drink. Yes. There. You know. Fendi. Drink. Yes.